Yo, 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 yo. Back at you again, back at you again. So today is the 195th episode. We back at it again of the In Your Face show. And I'm here with, my main man, Mr. Funny Man over here. You know what I'm saying? Mr.
Yeah, we outside, baby. We outside. Literally. Like, trying to get the fuck out.
Mr.
Hungry as fuck. Nigga
Shannon.
been hitting this weed for 4 hours. Nigga, I'm over it. Time to go home.
Mr. Shannon Battle. What up, bro?
Bam, 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 bam. Nah, we outside, man. Shit, it's been a while, bro. I ain't talked to you since, like, I think it was closer to episode 100 last time I talked to you, bro. Like,
Hey,
it's
man.
been a while. I've seen the show grow. I've seen you grow. Like, shit's lit, bro.
Been a long ass time, bro.
Mhm.
Bro, and here's it again. I'm interviewing you before episode 100, 200.
Yeah, I always catch you right before you hit the milestone, bro. I catch you. It's like a recap.
Hey, damn.
Yeah, now I
Hey,
gotta
you
catch you right
damn
episode
right.
295 now, nigga.
Yay! Hopefully we'll be making even bigger moves by that time. We damn right.
Hey, shit, who knows, bro? Who knows? You never
Who
know what the
knows,
future
man?
got in store for you. I just know what the past do.
Hell yeah, man. Past is the past. Keep that shit right where it's at. Damn right. Alright, man. So, man, so shit. Where have you been? What have you been doing lately, man, Mr. Battle?
Man, I'm jumping straight into it. So we was out in Concord, right? And no, I'm fucking with you. No, we get to that. We get to that. I'm fucking. It's like, god damn, nigga. Like, hold on, nigga. Like, bitch ass nigga walked up on me. Like, nah, you know, I don't give a fuck. Now, I've been at peace. I've been at peace lately because I've created boundaries. I've created boundaries with other artists, with love interests, romantic interests I've had in my life. I just created boundaries. Like if I didn't feel like I was getting what I wanted out of something, I stopped giving to it. I stopped putting energy and time into it, and that involved this local comedy scene that I'm in. Now, not every single individual, you know what I mean. You know, there's still
hmm
cats that I rock with. There's still venues that I rock with, shows I'll take, but not as many as it used to be. And I don't mind that. I've learned how to move a different way as a comedian over this time period. Like I've learned how to do the business differently. I've learned how to treat this more like a business and less like a hobby. And I'm like, like I'll sit at the round table with niggas I do not like right now because I'm trying to get shit done. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a skill set. That's a skill set that most people don't learn in any realm of professionalism. Any type of work that involves professionalism, corporate or even what I'm doing to being in the industry, they never learn that tool. They never acquire that tool of just being able to tolerate people they don't like for a short period of time. It's a hard thing to do. I know people
hmm
that have skipped shows because their ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend on the lineup and shit. And it's like, I'm sitting in a green room. I want to smack the shit out of all three of these niggas. And I'm just minding
Oh.
my business, waiting to feature a headline, bro. And I'm just chilling. I'm like, and it's like, you got to be able to, because they're not going anywhere.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They're not going anywhere. So you have to learn how to coexist. Now, you don't have to like these motherfuckers. And a lot of them, I doubt I will like them over time. Some of these people, I just let it go because, we grow and it's not that big of a deal if I'm able to let it go. But some of these people, I'm going to stand on business to the end of time. And if I ever lost my career, if I ever wasn't able to move the way I move now, and I had nothing to lose, I'd go right back to that mindset of wanting to smack the shit out of these things. But I'm booked and busy.
Right.
So in the meantime, how you doing, buddy? I'm gonna play the game with these niggas, bro. Like, and it's just like it is what it is. Because I've learned something very early, and I don't want to stay in this notion, this atmosphere, but I'm just keeping it real because that's the growth I needed to get to where I'm at and to be able to touch the things that are being put in front of me right now. The
hmm
person I was the last time we talked wasn't ready for that type of shit.
Right.
I wasn't
You were
ready
just
for that. I
starting
didn't
out.
have, I didn't have the emotional intelligence I have right now. I didn't. And
Right.
this is why a lot of things like punchline and things like that didn't last because I didn't know how to play the game with these weird ass motherfuckers around me. I didn't. Because no matter what I'm saying is true and I got facts and dates and receipts, how I say it and who I say it to, all of those things don't matter no more. If I rub somebody the wrong way, even if this is true, if I rub them the wrong
Right.
way, it gets lost. It
Right.
gets lost, right? Yeah, it's just like your whole message gets lost because they just like, look, he's the emotional black man. Look how you're yelling. I know, bitch. I know I'm yelling. Like, y'all didn't hear me the first 3 times I said it, nigga. I know I'm yelling. Like the fuck, maybe you hear me now. Like that nigga's a bitch. Like he's not paying us. Like what the fuck? Like why would he sound like I? Oh. Anyways, nigga. So
Right.
it's like it get yeah, you like you get tired of just watching these fallacies and like and people having a heavy opinion about you and you seeing what's really wrong. You like y'all mad at my outburst, my response, but y'all not tripping off of why I'm tripping. I'm like it's a reason why I'm
Right.
tripping this hard. Like look at this shit right here. I'm giving dates and videos and photos. I'm like for instance, like recently I got into it with a comic. I'm not even gonna say his name. He's so irrelevant. But mind you, like I'm at this bar and he walks up on me and we've exchanged words before. But the last time I seen you, you said we were good. So that's what I'm going off of, right? If that changed, you haven't updated me. I'm thinking we're in a good space. So when I see you, in less than 30 minutes, you are grabbing my shirt, yelling at the top of your lungs. I'm like, what the fuck just happened between the last time I saw you and now? And that's why I can't
Right.
even take it serious. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, really? Like, why? And the last time I seen you, we was a mano a mano. And you were, hey,
Mm.
Shannon, can we talk? Yeah, we can talk. Like, I'm not trying to play hard with nobody. And then again, we can talk. Like, let's get this out the way so we can move on to the important shit. Because there's hella bitches here. Like, let's get this
Right.
over with, right? Because it's really irrelevant. So, but then when we're in a group setting, all of a sudden he's rah, rah. I was like, okay, all right. Like, you like making a scene. I'm like, I'm not going out with you like that. Uh-uh. Now,
Right.
did
Right.
I let this person get to me at some point and did I flash? I did. Because I don't think a lot of these niggas really know who I am. I know they don't. Because if they did, they wouldn't try certain shit. They just wouldn't do it. Like, they wouldn't do it. Somebody's criminal record is public knowledge. It's public records. I'm like, Google somebody before you get in their face. You should just do that. It's smart to do that. Just Google them. I've
Right.
done that before. I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to get into it with this nigga tonight. Like, I've been on the other side. I Googled the nigga. I'm like, yeah, he got it, bro. He got it. Like, just been released. Yeah, he got it, bro. Like, yeah, I'm like, I'm not about to. Like, you
Lose my
got it.
life because of a
You're
little
not supposed to get in
argument.
everybody's face, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're just not. It's not
Right.
smart.
Right. Right.
It's not smart.
Right.
You don't know what type of day they having, bro.
Right. Right. And
You
it's
don't know
just
what they
this.
dealing with. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm not going. I don't want to go into great detail about all these things, but the thing is, like, I can't get caught slipping with shit like that no more, right? I made sure that was the last time any of those situations would ever happen. And then, like I said, that came with distance. That came with me being on the road more. It came with me diving into my relationships more. Like I probably spend more time with this woman I'm sitting next to more than any woman I've dated, which is it's kind of fucking weird. Man. It's weird. Damn. Yeah, get out the car. Yeah, but I'm like, but it's crazy. But it's crazy. The fuck out.
You think you get out the car?
You talk to my nigga in solace. All this estrogen in my face. Nah, but no, it's been cool though, bro. Like, it's been cool growing. It's been cool learning, and it's been cool. Like, on a more positive, like I've dove into some new projects. Cause what I did about a year and a half ago, I went to school for acting. And now I'm in a TV series. That class, hell, like nigga, like I got a acting gig from that shit. I was like, okay, something completely new to my repertoire, right? That's a new tool in my toolbox. I've never, not nothing along these lines. I've done like little I've done like little excerpts and shows and shit like before. Like I've done like a little feature spot in this movie called The Function. I ain't never been like, where I need to remember all these lines and shit verbatim and and
Right.
no cue off the next character and shit. It was a lot, bro. But I'm like, it's challenging. It's challenging. And I think that's why I like it. Like I'm not good at it from the jump. Like I was pretty good at comedy when I first started. I can say I mastered the craft, but considering how like young I was pretty fucking good. You hear what I say? So what's up, Felicia? So then when wait a minute, let me let this dog out. He ain't tweaking. Let Wally out. So what's up, mom? Yeah, hell yeah, let me hit this week. What's up, Felicia? Hey, really quick. Hey, say what's up to about the interview right now. This is my homegirl Felicia, bro.
What
Hi.
up with you?
Look
What
at her
up with
eyes, bro. Look at her eyes. Look, don't look like she just starts shit. Look at her eyes. Like you can tell by the eye color, bro. This white woman's no good.
you? That's what you
Yeah,
get,
but I'm
man.
like, the TV series it's different, right? Like it's a different muscle that I'm using, and I'm not automatically good at it. Like like I'm in, like I fucked up a couple. Like we had to do a couple of takes for like the simplest of lines because it's something new to me, right? But the lady, she got faith in me. Shout out to Miss Lisa over at Lisa B Productions. She gave me a chance. She seen potential. I ain't really had a resume for the role because it's a main role, right? She has a play
Mm-hmm.
written about this guy, the whole nine, this character that I play. So I can't half-ass this character, and I think the mental space that I've been in lately, going through all the things I've been going through personally, is I'm able to channel that energy into something now, and it's that character because this nigga's toxic. This character, his name is Nate. I can't say too much about, it, but his name is Nate, and he's a toxic motherfucker, like hella toxic. And I was like, yes. I was like, I get to play myself for a little bit. Lit.
Shoot that, shoot that, shoot that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And that's what it's all about, man. Learning when you go into new avenues and being able to, add that to your repertoire of business and your resume, bro. Like, 'cause, like it's like this. From what you've learned from last time we spoken, you know what I'm saying? Like we both was babies in this business, in the entertainment business. You know what I mean? Like me doing interviews, being a comic. You know what I'm saying? Like we learned a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
both been through a fair share of shit and been through a fair share of shit and all that shit, but at least we learned from all of the shit that we've been through. You know what I'm saying? And
that's the
look
only
where we
thing
at
that
now.
matters. That's the only thing that matters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look where
you,
we at now. You know what I mean?
yeah, you got to protect your energy and you got to protect your brand, bro. And it's like, sometimes that means eating the L, bro. Like I hate doing it, bro. I'm telling you, that's one of my, I hate admitting when I'm wrong, boy. And and I have been recently in the last few years, certain situations with certain people, I've been wrong, and I've had those conversations with those people publicly and privately. And if I've never had that conversation with you, that means that I thought you were wrong. I mean, so like,
Right, right,
it is what it is.
right,
I leave it be. Yeah, it's just like we got shit to do. Because I'll tell you one thing,
right,
I've never had a problem with somebody more successful than me. I'll tell you that right now. So when somebody in movement, they doing it the right way, you just tend to either get along with them or y'all walking parallel. You looking right across at them like, all right, good for sure. See over there?
right,
Because he going the same place you going. He just in his lane. And that's fine too. You know,
right,
it's all
right,
the road. It's just the speed bumps that fuck me up. Because they're unnecessary.
right, right.
It's
So
parallel.
out
So
of
yeah, it's
you
unnecessary.
know, so at last time we spoken, you know what I'm saying? How many years have you like what are some of the avenues and places you've done comedy at?
Oh man, I've had the pleasure of since I've talked to you. I had the pleasure of going down the fourth wall. I spent a lot more time down in Hollywood, so I did fourth wall comedy. I've done this rooftop comedy at the Sunset Strip. That shit was lit right there on Sunset Boulevard. It's lit. And I did it with a few producers because a lot of producers touch that room, so it's always a different atmosphere. I did Hollywood Improv. That was lit. Um, yeah, I've done some shit, dude. Yeah, I've done some shit. Yeah, like it's been cool. What I like though is that I've been able to see what it feels like to be on a road like that because it's never the same show. Like if I'm in LA versus being in like Oakland, those are nigga, those two
Right.
different shows most of the time. Yeah, so it's like, and I like that. I like being able because I'm a versatile person, so I like being able to display those different types of comedy. What's really been fun lately, I've been spending a lot of time at the Function, and the Function, shout out Story Moy. That's the only black-owned comedy club in San Francisco, bro. Like, and I'm down
Oh,
there rocking with them, bro. Yeah, they down there and they let everybody eat, bro. Like they let everybody have fun down there. So I really, really appreciate being able to go out there with them. But besides that, I've been minding my motherfucking business, dog. Like, I've been doing private and corporate gigs. I'm not really out there like that. You won't always see a flyer and shit, but like I'm booked and busy, bro. It's been cool.
hey man, that's if you got to go under the radar sometime, that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
Because
lie to you. This modeling acting shit been way more fun than comedy lately. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been way more fun.
yeah, I mean, tell me about it, man. What is it about acting that really sparked your interest?
Like I said, it's a challenge. It's something that I'm not it's not in my background like that. It's not something strong in my background. So like, I can't, versus comedy, bro. I pull up to a show an hour late, walk in, take a shot, they hand me the microphone, boom, I'm in the zone. I can't do that with acting. Hell no. Like I'm on set like 30 minutes there. I'm in the car looking at my lines and shit. Like I'm nervous as fuck. Like I'm not naturally just good at it. Like I'm not comfortable with it yet. So, it's the challenge of it. It's something new. It's like when you buy a
Right.
new video game. You put that bitch on hard. You're like, all right, I got it. Like you get your ass whooped.
Right.
You end up getting good at it. So that's how I always looked at life, and that's how acting is for me right now. But I look forward to getting better at it. And
Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Same thing with modeling. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I was at New York Fashion Week, lost the shit up. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, bro. I was like, what you want? But we're like 8 poses and stop right here. Okay, all right, then turn around, look at them. Like, what the fuck you want me to do? Like, bro, I'm confused, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, but
Yeah. And
cool.
that's a situation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When you lost, and you expect that from doing something for the first time, man.
Yeah.
And when you learn all that shit and you start to really get that shit, it's slow. The process slows down for you. You feel me?
They do.
Everything everything be so quick, it's so fast, and you gotta get it, right? But
Mm-hmm.
bro, once you start doing it for a while and really start to do it, bro, that shit slows down and it just and you get it like off the hand, quick, easy, bang, 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 bang. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what any old thing. You feel me? That's what any old thing. That's why I learned to just slow down my mind and just mellow out and just chill, just do what figure out what's in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Figure it out, and just do it. You know what I'm saying? Continue to do it over and over and over again. Because eventually you're gonna get it. Shit, you
Yeah,
might
and it
even be
come.
the best at
It come. It does. It always
it.
comes. You just gotta be patient with yourself.
You know how many times actors been in your shoes and had to go through same shit you went through, but you actually got it quicker than a lot of actors and a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like that's some actors don't. Some people don't get it quick, fast, and in a hurry, and some people don't even be good. The more they practice, some people just be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's why that part in that just that statement when I say it's a difference between chosen and it's a difference between called. When you're called to be an actor, you get it easily, instantly. When you're called, this become a hobby. You just doing it just to do it. You'd be lucky to get like a gig or so or something like that. But and you become great over time. But when you're chosen to do it, you instantly great, instantly great. It just comes naturally. Shit like that. You feel me? And I believe that you got it. You just got to practice. That's all.
Yeah, and I've been putting the time in. I've been putting the work in for sure. Shit, I got rehearsal actually in 2.5 hours. Like we got rehearsal.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be off script today, so I'm like, up. I'm like, got the dual screens. I was like, she can't see this iPad, can she? Like,
Right. Have them on my hand. Okay. Um, I say
and I got the
hi.
simplest line ever in the beginning. And I'm like, and like I got one line. I was like, I still don't know what my
Wow.
team is. Fuck. Like,
Yeah, man. You know, that's something that you gotta think about. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really hone that because, like I said, you're coming into the place where now you gotta learn. You gotta learn on the fly. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Don't be nervous. Just slow down your mind. That's all you gotta do. Slow down your mind and just relax. Just chill out, cool out,
mm-hmm,
mellow out, and just do what comes natural. You know, zone out, lock in. That's all you got to do.
mm-hmm,
Because the more you lock in, and the more you just lock in and just think about all of the shit you've been through to get here, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna be the best actor. You know what I'm saying? What one thing I learned about acting, and one thing I learned about anything, whether in this business, you know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with something like acting, think about all the shit that you've been through when you was a child or when you were. Think of all the trauma you've been through, right? Use that as a way to get that side out, that acting side out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like use that as a way to fucking build that character that you want out of you. Because some of the best actors that you see on screen today have been through some type of trauma, some kind. That's why they good. That's why they act the way they act and do what they do on screen and be great at it. Because
mm-hmm,
your trauma it works for you most of the time. And when it comes to acting, you feel what I'm saying? You gotta, it's like you gotta be like a revolving door. You know what I'm saying? Close 1 minute, open next minute. Amnesia. Remember, block that shit out, open your mind up. Block that shit out, open your mind up. Block that shit out, open your mind up. You see what I'm saying? Just, just relax, chill out, and just bang, turn it on, turn that light bulb on, and go for it. That's all you got to do.
No, you
That's
said it
what it's
best.
all
That's
about.
that's the process. That's the process. You just gotta
Yeah,
trust it. Though. It's the only thing
yeah,
is
yeah.
trust.
It's a mind thing, bro. And see, that's why I'm learning. I'm about to start doing my own acting too, man. And I already know. I already know how to do it. It's just the
Mm-hmm.
fact that being on the platform to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, being able to do it and learn how to use your mind and and be able to like close out everything and have amnesia and like when you do something and say like for example you have a problem with somebody, right, and they not really relevant to you, you know what I'm saying, and you got something that you're doing right now, you block it out, right? You block that shit out and you just like, okay, block it out, then you right on to the next fucking situation. You see what I'm saying? You on to the next thing. You got to do it. Bang, 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 bang. It's just like comedy. Say like for example, you on stage, right? And you bomb one joke, then you get back to the next joke. Easy. Bang, 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 bang. Don't stay on the bomb joke. Don't stay on you bombing for too long. Bang, 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 bang. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for anything. Anything you see in a crowd, get something out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Use everything around you to work for you, not against you. You
Now,
know what I'm
comedy's an
saying?
interesting beast. So I'll tell you that, like comedy, boy, because it's never the same. You know what I mean? And, you know, even in acting, like there's a lot of times where like your lines, surely if you had like a serious role or a writer that was behind it, you know, the lines are verbatim or pretty much like they're pretty much verbatim, and you know, doing it that way was the correct way. You know, and you got your desired result just doing it that way. Comedy, you can write out a joke word for word, and because you said it word for word, it worked over here, but then it didn't work over here. And it's like every night your art has to be kind of like changed up, adjusted a little bit for it to always do its course, you know. Versus with acting, it's like every time I'm on camera, I'm gonna say it that exact way, you know. So and I think that's the mix up. That's definitely the mix up for sure. Like and that's what I think makes comedy just so fucking hard, bro. Like it's it's not the same. Like it's a different game every night, bro. It's a different game every night. And the thing is, like,
Hey, I
same
got.
game, different rules, different players, like same shit, but not.
Let me so let me ask you something. Like, out of all being in comedy, right? What is the
Mm.
most hostile place you had to think fast in?
There's two shows that come to mind. One time I was doing a comedy show at this. It was a biker bar, and I'm bold, like you know, like I'm bold, like I'm definitely poking them, right? Like I'm fucking with them. And until I realized that, like, you know, the whole entire bar is them, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, now it's like, you know, like I'm switching up some of the jokes. I was just like, all right, maybe Trump's not that bad of a guy, all right? Like I'm over here, like
Huh.
over here adjusting the hell out of my set, like, and it's just to get a rise out of them, like, cause I know I'm fucking with them. But it was that, and then one time I performed deep. I was deep in Oakland, off like 69th Ave or some shit, and like you could tell it's like all the OGs and shit in the room, and like you could tell like if you treaded the wrong way, if you went the wrong way, you lost them. And it's not like I felt like scared or anything. It was just like you knew everybody in there where their mind was. It's like, you know, like you better not say no joke. Cause I don't know, there's certain environments like surely with like older black crowds where like you just know like anything sacrilegious going against God or church or disrespecting your mom, like anything along those lines, like they don't think that shit is funny quite most of the time. So it's like you could, if that's a part of yourself, that's the angle that you take. Like you got to be careful with them. And those were some of my jokes at that time. So I'm reading the room. It's the first time I ever gave a fuck. And I'm reading the room, and I was like, don't do those tonight. I was like, yeah, don't do those tonight. And I'm
Ah,
glad I listened to my fucking self. So yeah, because it went anywhere. Because I
ah,
seen the comment right after me try it, and I was like, oh, there it is. I heard a nigga get this nigga.
damn.
Oh. I was like, that wasn't gonna be me tonight. Fuck that. They get this thing started.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so have you ever had to like fucking like turn up the fucking heat when it came to being before a headliner? And you ever had to fucking do or die, man? Turn up the fucking shit, you know, tear the house down or bomb. You ever had to be in that
Um,
situation?
when the Touch of Class was still going on Sundays, Rico was the resident headliner for the most part. Like most of the time, he would close out the show. But if somebody was there to headline as well, typically they would go after Rico. And Rico's a strong comic as is. But then you're also at the Touch. So I think that's one of the few times, at least in Sacramento, where I felt the pressure going behind somebody's behind Rico at the Touch for sure. And I did my job that night, but and that's the thing about I'd rather go after somebody that just ripped it than somebody that just bombed. Let's get that out the way. Like I'd rather go after the most dynamite fucking performance than a fucking complete domestic violence, like domestic terrorist bomb. Like I'm good. Like yeah, dead ass. I'm like, yeah, please set me up for success. I'd rather fail than try to bring them back. You know what I mean? So that's
Okay.
one.
So
But yeah, it's been situations like that. And then like I said, when I'm in places like Vegas and LA and Hollywood, like, like shit like that, I might open. Like I've gone bullet in Hollywood, dog. Like, I'm just another comic down that motherfucker. Come on. I'm just another comic down that bitch. So, like definitely I feel like, huh? My battery? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but most of the time I feel that pressure, yeah, when I'm on the road, like for sure. Like you don't know who you're going after. And shit. And it be the same way. These comics don't know who I am either. Like, I've gone bullet looking at the other nigga. I'm like, you ready for this? I was like, I'm about to go bananas. I was like, you ready for this? Yeah, I'm like, if I can do an hour, I got 7 minutes. I'm like, I'm about to go bananas.
right,
Uh-huh.
right, right, right.
Right, type shit. Yeah, so I'm like shit. So that that's like I said, that's the joy of being on the road. Like iron sharpens iron, steel sharpens steel. Iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. So I'm like, it's dope. It's dope. Like being on the like I like being those lineups. Like I've done it to myself on purpose. Like I have my own production. Like and I have like two strong comments on there. I'll feature and put myself right in between them on purpose. I was like, fuck it, because it shouldn't be a
Oh
problem.
shit.
Like from what I'm trying to do in my career, like when you get at least to the point where I feel that I'm at and what I'm walking into, what I'm very close to, you won't have any selective of who you're going after, honestly. And you can't even be worried about that. I don't give a fuck who's going before you. Like you just worried about doing your job. You know what I mean? And it's a good thing that you're surrounded by these killers. They make your job easy if you're ready for all that. Because if you're not, they're gonna make your
Right.
job a lot harder. And that's the moment you need to realize, like, damn, every time I perform with these niggas, I can't keep up. Like it's something to pay attention to. Oh, like, maybe you're not working hard enough or you in the wrong rooms. Like that's a whole another conversation. But I haven't felt that way yet. I haven't felt that way yet. I haven't been around somebody that I don't feel like I keep up with them. Do I feel like there are comics that are around me that are funnier than me? I personally do. I'm not delusional. Um, but at the same time, I know what my skill sets are. I don't compare myself to them. I just weight myself against them. And what that basically means is like, when I see the things that they're getting done in their career, I was like, all right, are these things that I can maybe do? Or those things I can maybe
Hmm.
touch? And how are they getting them done? That's what I'm
Right,
looking at.
right.
But I'm not comparing myself to them though. Because a lot of cats that either I feel like I'm close to or they're at that next level to me, they've been doing this shit way longer than me. So it's like I really feel like I'm on a speed track right now. Now I could say that, and then you could look at somebody like DC Young Fly or something, or other comics runners that just boom and just blew up, right? But at the pace of what I'm doing, what I want to do, I feel like I'm great about what I'm doing, right? I like where I'm at. So it's like that's really all that matters. Like as long as you can have fun with the journey and you find peace with the process, I'm like, you're fine at that point. I don't really not looking at anything because this thing about there's no golden brick road for this shit. Like there's people that wanted to be a stand up and then they end up blowing up as a writer. It's crazy shit, right? Like comedians that came into the game as stand-up comics and ended up blowing up as movie stars. Rush Hour treated him better than any special, financially at least, that for sure. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like that gave him more success, more stardom than anything he did in
Right.
comedy at that point. From being a co-star in a movie with one of the biggest international stars on the planet, right? Like that was right after, like, and this I think this I forgot the time order, but I'm like, this is around the same time as like Charlie Sheen, that movie he did with Charlie Sheen, Money Talks and shit. Like this motherfucker worked with some
Mhm.
big names, bro. I'm like, and this was after a Friday? I'm like, nigga, how the fuck you go from
Right.
like, man, it was crazy, right? Whole different,
Right.
like, went a whole different direction. People like Will Smith and shit. Like, who the fuck seen that coming, right? So it's like, I don't know. Like it's just like there really is no time stamp on this shit. There really is no time stamp on it, but there is an end. And I was like, and that could come from either you not being relevant no more, you getting canceled. Like you never fucking know these days, dude. And that's why, like, I ain't gonna say I play it safe, but I pick my battles though. And I'm very choosy over shows that I might not. I might even take a show if I don't feel like it's gonna help me at the end of the day. Fuck the pay. Like if I feel like I'm not gonna get anything out of the show, I'll say no. There's nothing wrong with that. Once
Right,
you
right, right,
know what you want from this, yeah, you don't force it no more. You don't force it. You're not trip. Like I know comics that could be booked Monday through Monday, but they'll choose. They selective. They picky. Like they'll be like, no, I come out that day, but not that one. Who on the line? I'm good. Like they like fuck that. Like
right,
I'm
right.
good. Like yeah, and I respect it. And they enjoy comedy more because they protect it, right? They protect their energy with this shit. So once you learn how to do that, you in the driver's seat at that point, bro. You do what you want with this shit. This shit's fun at all times at that point, right? There are no
Right.
mishaps, no bad nights. Yeah, so
Like,
this is a
okay,
fun
so
journey. I can't plan it all, though.
so
Yeah.
like, do you feel like being a comedy, what I'm saying, a comedian, being a comedian, right? Like, have you ever felt like being behind somebody that they can't fuck with you? They not on your level. You know what I'm saying? You know they not on your level, and they
I
bomb,
bet
and you just like, damn.
that's for the crowd to determine, bro. Because I've seen strong comics not do well. Well, I mean, it happens, and sometimes it's not because of who they went behind or where they were in the lineup. They just had a bad night, nigga. They could have opened, they could have closed. They was just gonna have a bad night, bro. Like it is what it is, and that might, everybody, comedy's an acquired taste. So some people just might not like your delivery. They might not like your style. You might talk a little too fast for them. You might be a little bit too direct for them. They don't like being crowd work, whatever, right? And that's yeah, it just it wasn't the best performance for them. It is what it is. It doesn't mean you're a bad comic, or that you can't hang with this guy. Because I've like I said, I've just seen it go back and forth. Like I said, I've seen strong comics in the wrong room at the wrong time, and I'm just like, and I'm like, and I booked them, and I'm sitting there like, this nigga's hilarious, but not tonight. Fuck, what happened? Like, what did I do? I'm like, what did I do wrong,
Uh,
right? Like, I'm like, yeah, like
uh,
something going wrong here, like, because I know the crowd is gonna pick me,
mm, right, right, right. He'll be back. This is oh, he'll be back. But no, like the In Your Space show, man. It's gonna be Tuesday. I'm banking on Tuesday for it to be my biggest day. You know, I'm banking on Tuesday to be the 200th episode and really going for it. With that. You know what I mean? Yeah,
there we
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
There we go. Phone died. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But nah,
Yep, yep,
like
yep. Where?
go ahead, talk.
Nah, I forgot where the hell we was even at, nigga.
Nah, you was talking about not being for the crowd to pick
Oh
who
yeah,
was the
yeah, yeah.
best.
Yeah, because the original question, yeah, just has it been like a time where I feel like a comic just could. No, I don't like I said, it'd be more of an egotistical answer if I said yes. And like I said, I know there's so many different variables that can go into that. Is there just times where like a comic just shouldn't have went behind me? Yeah, but that's not really the comic's fault. Like that's the host or whoever, the producer, whoever put that lineup together. Like they should know their talent. So it's like Now, if you're trying something or you just want to see if they can push it or whatever, like why not? Like I've done it to my lineups. Like I'm like, if this person don't do well in that slot, that's on me. because I know I'm pushing them out their element right now. I know they don't typically do that much time, and they did just go after a very strong comic, and they're a little bit newer, right? So now I'm creating a challenge, right? It's on me if it don't go well. But then there's been times where like, yeah, like I was like, dang, like you probably shouldn't go after that nigga again. Like it is what it is. I'm
Right.
like, if it's a skill level or just whatever. But I'm like, whatever the reason is, but the conclusion should be you not going after that nigga again. Like not for a while.
Right.
Like
Right.
not here. Like yeah, you know what I'm like. It is what it is. Like
Right. 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 Right.
yeah,
And so,
levels to this shit, dude. It is like let's not be naive. It's levels to this shit. It is.
so many levels. So many levels. You
Yeah.
know, like I remember a comedian telling me, what I'm saying, some comedians, a lot of comedians are haters. A lot of comedians are very like weird. Elaborate on that if you understand where I'm
people
coming from.
people are weird in general, dude. But and you got to think any because you're either like highly depressed or like some form of narcissistic. When for you to think that like a room full of strangers are gonna laugh at you any given night and even want to listen to you in the first fucking place, like it's crazy, right? Like, and then of course you might get a little bit of an ego when they do, and you do become good at it, and they do laugh at whatever you say. And I was like, yeah, it's like it's power behind words. So, and that's a crazy interaction of energy when a room full of strangers can just get that comfortable with you saying completely fucking anything, dog. Like it's a power behind that. Do it go to people's heads? It's gone to mine at times. Like shit, let's be real here. So I wouldn't put it past the next person if it don't go.
Right.
Yeah, like you think it ain't no time I got off stage. I was like, I can get that girl number. Maybe if I didn't before she see me, but I can get it now, nigga. Like you was laughing too hard, bitch. Like I got it. Like it's like shit. Like
You're like laughing too hard.
yeah, you laughing too hard in that front row. Like I gotta get her number now. Fuck, it's almost against the protocol if I don't. Like, but but
What if?
you
Have
know,
you ever did the Apollo yet?
nah, I haven't done that yet. I know so many comics that have though. Patrice DeVoe, Skills Hudson, Rico Insane Wayne. I know so many comics that have been there to headline too, but not just that it hasn't been on my list yet. Things along those lines, comedy festivals, stay other credits like Late Show and stuff like that. I haven't even been aiming or even looking into these type of things, right? Um, if they happen, they happen, but it's not really. I've been wanting to do other shit. I've been looking more at like, because I'm just starting to get into the festivals. Like I'm pretty sure I'll get selected for Big Pine and all that shit. But it's like I I want to do like the cruise ships and shit. Because I like doing comedy in places of things that I already enjoy. But now I'm being paid to do it. Now I'm there on their time, not mine. I wouldn't mind doing a residency at a casino on a cruise ship. Like those are the type of things that I like to do when I'm not doing comedy. So if I could do comedy, like, you're a nigga. Like, oh yeah, we on. Like this type of
Yeah.
shit I'm looking to. Like I've been looking at resorts out in Alaska and shit. Like random shit. Like shit, like, shit that the typical comic wouldn't think about. Like, getting the money a whole different way. Like, I'm
Right.
not really
Right.
worried about being at the comedy clubs and shit at this point. Because I
I
mean,
mean,
no disrespect to the club, but they honestly don't pay that fucking great unless you are the touring headliner. If you pass, you sitting, you hosting for this nigga all weekend, like, hey, hey, you got to say you work with blah blah blah, but you know, yeah, y'all pockets look different at the end of that weekend, dog. And honestly, this is why anybody that does have any type of pull, like myself and Rico, the great shit in town, Lance, they produce their own shit. Like you're not meant to tell them how much they worth. They producing their own shit. They're like, Now when it's 30 to
wow.
40 people here minimum, every time I put my name, oh hell no. You're like, And how much you gonna pay? No, you won't. That's why you end up just putting your own shit together. You end up producing your own shit. That's really the only way to really dictate the bread. That, or you get to a point where venues are really taking care of you. But I'll be honest, like me doing a retreat for like the staff of like a school district is gonna
Hmm.
treat me way better than like a whole weekend of shows anywhere. It's just what it
Wow.
is. Yeah, it is what it is, right? And not that you see which ones are worth it, which ones aren't, and you start to know how to kind of put weight on these opportunities. You like, how much am I going to exert myself for this when all these other opportunities are on the table? There's all these other things, like how lost in the sauce are you going to get? Surely when you're not getting your desired result. When you have all these opportunities over here, you haven't even tested or tried yet, right? And
Hmm.
yeah, so that being said, um, I feel like I'm getting a little bit better than that. You know what I'm saying? You know, at least at deciding what those opportunities are. Um, yeah, just making the most of them. You know, and I hope that's just what any comic is doing at this point. It's just starting to learn who they are as a comic, starting to get a little bit of a better grip on the business side of things, and just know how to pursue those. Because you'll be surprised like how many comics just don't have like a simple EPK put together or even a bio. You know, just whatever credits or accolades they may have had, people they may have worked with, where it's just professionally written out, where it's ready to go to be dropped into a website or something like that, which is ready to go, right? And you know, just simple shit. You know, having three good headshots, different looks, like one minimum. Shit. You know, people always said like, when I was producing, like I almost bought a camera my damn self and was about to start doing niggas headshots, bro. I was like, bro, stop sending me these selfies and shit for this fucking for this fucking flyer. Like, what, boy, if you'll send me a real headshot, like, and it's like, and I have to learn these things at some time. Like, it's not like I knew all that, knew all this at some point. Like Tristan Johnson was the first person that when I sent him a picture, he was like, nigga, nah, mm-mm. He was like, nigga, you need a headshot, bro. And I was like, oh damn, like, he's one of the first
Shit.
producers I worked with. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, that's not good enough. Like, fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah,
So
but
like, what are the toughest situations that you've been in when it comes to comedy? Comedy, yeah. What is the toughest situations you had to work through? Like, think quick when it comes to comedy.
well, of course, when there's hecklers, but it's just very rare that I get like a real heckler, like where you got to deal with them or ignore them type of shit, Because most of the time I engage people when they fuck with me, like when they do heckle, and it ends quickly. We be chilling, but those are some of the moments for sure, like a strong heckler, like where they I don't know, they just woke up into a violence thing. Like they was like, I'm about to pay $25 and a 2 item minimum to fuck up a show for everybody, including myself. Like, and I'm just like, okay, you paid your money like everyone else. But I was like, I'm gonna let you have it though. Like, it's just like shit. I was like, I hate diving in too much with it, but I'm like, if you really like you feeling froggy, I'm gonna let you have it. Like, cause what you wanted. Cause sounds like you shut the fuck up, right? Like, I was like, that's what you wanted, so I'm gonna give you what you want. It is what it is. But and those moments are only tough if I'm not in the mood to deal with it. Because sometimes I just want to tell my motherfucking jokes, right? Like I don't want to talk to you. Like I want to talk to this microphone. Like I don't want to talk to you. Like it's like with people will be people. Those are tough situations. And then besides that, it's just the politics, bro. Most of the hardships I have in comedy are off stage. Nigga, they're not up there. Like they're off stage. Like it's like me not knowing how to deal with like this group of people over here. Me not knowing how to effectively communicate with this GM and blah blah blah. It's things along those lines. Like it's not really shit on stage. Like I feel pretty comfortable up there. To be honest with you, like it's off stage. Man. It's the shit that leads up to the show and what happens after the show and all this bullshit. And it's not just for me. I mean, I think it's for anybody in comedy. Like most of the hardships is like, where do I want to work? Where am I accepted? What club am I about to put my energy into where I can actually get past that? Like where do I call home? Like how often do I leave town? What bookings do I take? How much do I charge? If you're even at that point yet, right? Like it's nigga, that's the shit. That's the shit keep me up at night. I'm like, nigga, it ain't my set. Nigga, I'm good up there, bro. Like, yeah, it's the shit leading up to that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And see,
Mm-hmm.
I would always think about it like this. Being being a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with hecklers and all that shit. They're just like haters, man. Like, to be honest with you, okay, I'd never asked that comedian this. Are hecklers? Are they like Do they come up to you before the show or after the show and be like, "Yo, what I'm saying, I heckled you, man. I was such and such and such," or was they just part of or was they just in the crowd just being an asshole?
They normally, well, if they don't come up to me, normally I'll approach them. And it's surely if I laid into them, just to make sure that there is no bullshit. That we just acknowledge that, like, yeah, that was a show. I'm off stage now. And if you were offended, we can talk about it as adults. Like, don't make a scene. Like, and if I really felt like it might be some shit, I'll approach them. I'm like, hey, we good? I'm like, like, nigga, we good, right? Like, all right, nigga. Like, because I'm walking in my car, nigga. I was like, the fuck you on? So I was like, we chilling, right? Like, we good. See you next time, right? All right, nigga. Yeah, so, I'll do that on my own merit if they don't say nothing to me. But It's only been one time where this lady was just, "You're just a fucking asshole," and I was like, "That's crazy." Gave her free tickets to the next show. Crazy part is, I asked came too. I was like, well, "You weren't that offended. You definitely used those 2 tickets, goddamn it." And I laid into her ass again, like just for coming back.
She got you. She did it again.
Yeah, like yeah, of course. Like she like it. It's one of them love hate relationships. She hate the fact that she likes my comedy. It's one of them fans. It's weird. It's weird. Like she hates that she likes it.
Uh,
Yeah.
what was the okay? What was the most embarrassing crowd? Like the most embarrassing crowd you've ever been on when doing comedy?
Embarrassing? I'm trying to understand. Embarrassing.
Meaning like
What do you mean? Like
okay,
where I felt embarrassed being up there?
yeah, yeah.
There was a show in Oakland. I was with my cousin Jay Rich, and my jeans had ripped when I did this bit where I humped the floor and shit, and like yeah, and I had my pants had ripped, and I had to just keep it moving. I was like, oh, well,
What part of your pants ripped?
like the back, like right there in the back, like right there where like the ass start, or like coming past the nuts, bro, like to the zips.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was bad, bro. Like just big gush of air, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I felt free, but like nigga, like I felt real freedom for once. But nah, nigga, that was crazy. Like,
Damn. Did people talk come up to you afterwards and be like, "Yo, I saw that bitch split."
nigga, they ain't even wait that long. Nigga, the lady said to me, she like, "Well, you ripped your pants, baby." Like she said it right there on the spot. Like hell no. Like they ain't lay that shit down at all. They was like, "Nigga, look at your pants." I'm like, "I know." Like, shut up. Like shit, focus on the
Oh
jokes. Let's not look at
man,
that.
I'd have been like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like you ripped your face.
You wanna know
Nah.
what? That and one time I was at Laughs Unlimited, bro. I was at Laughs Unlimited, and I had chipped. That's how I chipped my tooth, bro. I'm faded as shit on stage, right? I'm going binoculars. I'm faded as hell, and I bring the microphone. Now, mind you, this was already like an implant that I already had on here because this tooth has been chipped since I was like hella young, right? So this was just already like a dental like cosmetic fix. So it's not like I chipped the tree for the first time. I re-chipped it again, nigga. Like I'm on stage and I bring the
Damn.
mic to my face. You felt I'm la 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 boom. And I just felt it. I felt it just drop into my hand. I was like, oh shit. And everybody in the front row is just like, that's your tooth, dog. I'm like, yeah, I know. I put that bitch in my pocket, I just kept going. Like and it hurt like a motherfucker. That
Damn.
cold air hit that shit. Ooh, shit, nigga, that shit hurt like a motherfucker. I was like, yeah, I just kept it moving, bro.
Uh,
Yeah, so it's a tie between those two for sure.
oh man, like who are some of
Mm-hmm.
the comedians that picked you up after a bomb or just after just having a bad show?
Nigga, I can count on my hand how many times I've bombed. Both hands. Like the entire 8, 9 years spread I've been doing this shit. Kept like bomb. Like, they might have some highs and lows. I might not even kill it, but like bomb, like you gotta because everybody don't really have an understanding for like a bomb is. Like, nigga, you're getting booed. It's quiet. You can hear phones chirping. You got lit early. Like, nigga, like a bomb. Like, it's so obvious. Like, you feel terrible when you get off. Like, nigga, I don't feel terrible most of the time I get off. And they're laughing most of the time when I get off. So, like, there's no way. So it's like I don't know. Like, but after my most recent bomb though, for Shelly, it was me. Couldn't nobody really bring me out of that. Like, it was me. Like I had to, and like I said, it was just accepting that I bombed. You know what I mean? Like it's all like I said, like I'm prideful. So it's just like it took me 2 weeks, like until I was playing video games and I was like, nigga, that was me. I kept trying to blame it on everything. Like I had bad audio, nigga. Nigga, I don't think that like like I should have went up early in the show and I was like, what the fuck do I sound like right now? I sound like a real bitch right now. I was like, no, you're bomb, nigga. Like just eat it. Eat it, nigga, you bomb. Like, nigga, I had to eat that. Like I still get mad. I get mad standing right now, nigga. Like, cause I'm like, fuck that.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
It happens though. It happens.
yeah, yeah, I bombed before on this show. I bombed. I bombed. Yes, I have. One of my
It
good
happens.
interviews, man. I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have in a worse way, and I
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have done it. But hey, you live and you learn, man. You live and you learn, and you get through it, bro. Because had it not been for those bombs, dude, you would have bombed at the worst moment in time. You learn from those bombs, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And if you say like, for example, say like if you hadn't bombed in your life of being a comic, like say like if you would have bombed like during the biggest performance at the Apollo, and you getting bombed on national TV, bro, getting booed on national TV. That's that's why it's good. It's okay to have those small bombs when you're not on
Mm-hmm.
TV. But when you're on TV, nigga, you don't want that to happen. You
Yeah,
know
that
what
be
I'm saying?
racist, bro. Like, and
Huh?
it's I think about things like this. That's why I put so much energy into this shit. Cause I'm like, I don't want to be that guy, bro. Like, hell no. Like, I don't want to be that guy.
Uh.
Like, like that. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I was like, like, fuck that.
I know I'm hitting you with those questions.
Nah, you good? Yeah, I'm like, shit, cause this shit I don't even be thinking about, nigga. I'm like, damn, like, like hell no, like I'm not even entertaining shit like that. I'm like, nah, that's not even an option. I'm like, Jesus, man. But that's
And
why
that's
you put in
okay.
that you prepare and put in the work so that you're less likely to deal with shit like that. It can happen to
Yes,
anybody.
sir.
You're very less likely
Hmm.
to deal with shit like that when you put your all into this shit.
Yes, it can happen to anybody.
It can though. Yeah.
You could be, be the greatest fucking ever. Cat Williams could bomb, but unfortunately, motherfuckers ain't gonna give a fuck because he's funny as hell.
But you know what's
You know
crazy
what I'm saying?
when you at that level and you bomb, it's because you weren't yourself that night. It's not like the jokes weren't working and stuff. You weren't even saying the jokes. Like most time when you see the greats bomb like that, it's not they're not doing they're not the same comedian that you saw that special and you just seen them heard what they did in the last show 2 towns over last weekend. Like that's not who you watching that night. You watching somebody that had a bad day. They drank too much. Like they just got a fucked up phone call 30 minutes ago. Like they still human. But I'm like, because we know as the professional that they are, that if they were anything close to that, they might not have killed it, but they wouldn't have bombed, nigga. You're not naturally torn just bombing, nigga. I mean, you could be. You could be. But I'm just like, but it don't last long. You know what I mean? You could be,
Right.
maybe, but it's like it don't last long. You know, so it's like and you don't get to that level. You get to that level because you've killed it way more times than you bombed. At least I would have to safely say that, right? Like I don't know, but I'm gonna have to safely say that you've killed more times than you bombed to stay at that level, to be at that level, to be selling these places out like that and get these tickets and these numerous specials. Like I have to imagine that Dave Chappelle has killed it way more times than he's bombed. You know, at this point now, so and once you get to that point, shit. I mean, I think that's when the money flows in, anyways, because now you have consistency. People can trust you. They can vouch for you. Because that's really the only way you get to that next level. Somebody has to pull you up, an agent, a promoter, a
Mm.
producer, a platform, the TV channel, TV show, TV series, whatever. Like somebody has to pull you up. Like when you get to this point, like somebody has to select you, choose you. Like you just don't stumble onto this shit. You know.
Have people ever have you ever been approached by promoters and producers that really wanted to really notice your talent and notice your gift and wanted to take you to the top?
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's Lisa B Production that I'm working with right now. Like I said, I'm playing one of her lead roles, and I have no acting experience. They're like, that ain't faith. I don't know what it is. Like, it's you know, like hell yeah. Like there's comics that they put their name on the line for shows that I didn't think I would even be doing. Like right now, like I found myself in green rooms with people that I grew up idolizing and watching, like because of people that do believe in me. So I don't want to name drop, but yeah, hell yeah. Like those things happen because those people have faith in me. So um yeah, like I've seen people go the long way for me for sure. And they further than me. They further than me. And like I said, and that's why I've had this accelerated, you know, motion and just being an entertainer in this industry is because of those connections. And like I said, honestly, that's the only where you'll get to where you want to be at least where you have all your options laid out. You can kind of pick your path and you don't have to wait to try things and to dive into things like where you can just get up in there, right? Where you have these opportunities being provided to you. It's because people around you that have access to them or that have experienced them, they can put their hand on it and be like, yeah, Shannon be good for that. Like I don't know about 30, get a nigga like 10. Like, you know what I mean? Like they be like, I don't know about 30 minutes, get a nigga 10. I know he can do 10. Like you got 10. I'm like, I know I can do 30, but he know I can do 10, right? Like where he'll put his
Hmm.
name on it. Like boom, and I go over there and kill him. The next thing I get booked as a feature. I can do my 30 next time, right? Like seeing a lot of comics do that. Like Shang, well, I will say his name. Shang Forbes is really like one of those people that's like been in the game for a while, like, and he's experienced things, and he has titles and credits and accolades that I don't have yet, quite yet. And but he's like, yeah, fuck yeah, that guy right there, right? Like, Key Lewis, he's like that guy right there, like, where they were public, like, yeah, that guy, like, and that's how I know I'm doing something right, like even like the Lake Kabir Singh, rest in peace to the homie, like, he seen something, he's like, yeah, that guy, let's see what he does tonight, and I was just like 10 minutes, he's like, oh, 20, whatever, just when they stop laughing. Like he's just like he wants to see what happens. Like he's like, I've heard your name too many times. Like, oh, see what this looks like. Like that's just that. It takes somebody to be willing to do that. Carlos Rodriguez was the first comic that that was produced the show that ever had me host. I was at Tommy T's. I never forget. Like it's my first time hosting, and he knows that. And he's like, "Fuck it, let's see what happens. Like, just go, you host." I'm like, what? Because
Damn.
he's supposed to host, but now he wants the headline. He's like, no, you host. And I was like, what? Like, I was like, okay,
Wow.
shit, fuck it. Yeah. So, and I have fun with that shit, right? So it takes somebody just putting you in a position. It takes somebody to try you out. Like it takes somebody to like push you, like challenge you. It takes that. It takes that, and I'm thankful for those opportunities. But I will be real though. I do gotta get the hell up off this phone. I gotta get ready for for my not audition for these rehearsals for the TV show. Pray in a clown closet or some shit like that. It's something crazy. It's very theatrical. It's very cinematic TV series. I'm excited for that. But yeah, I gotta get ready for that because I gotta do them lines verbatim, and I don't remember shit. Like, I need to
Oh
look over that
shit.
script.
Damn. But all right, let me take us out of here. You know what I'm saying? I know. Thank y'all for watching. It's been well. It's been cool. You know what I'm saying? And stay tuned for the next episode of the In Your Face Show 196. And this is the In Your Face Show. We out. Peace.